chose to study Spanish because it seemed like the most logical thing to do.
8th grade with Senorita Villicrez really helped me to like Spanish, and we've been learning Spanish since 1st grade.
I knew it was a heavily used language and that I had more experience in Spanish rather than any of the other languages.
I chose to study Spanish because, let's be real, it's the most useful language.
Yo soy la presidente de Español. I think studying another language is really helpful in terms of when you go out of school and like the business and professional side, and just learning more worldly knowledge of the other countries and cultures.
We're learning all about all the different countries, the different festivals they have. Different food is probably my favorite. I go home and try to cook that as well.
It really helps you communicate with other people because a large majority of the world doesn't speak the same language that you do, and it also opens you up to like a new culture.
Well, I think especially in like the 21st century, it's really important to learn a second language.
This knowledge helps me in the real world by connecting with other people, and you can immerse yourself in their culture by speaking with them, learning more about it in a more authentic way.
My favorite part of Spanish class is probably the interaction we have and all the games we play and whiteboards and stuff like that.
We have a world language lab here, and when we go to the world language lab, we can talk to each other through the headsets, and we also do this lyric training where we look at songs and we try to fill in the blanks of the lyrics.
We go down to the World Language Lab, we do some activities there, and it's just a fun experience.
Preguntas personales. Haz la pregunta a tu amigo, por favor. Hable.
We always like start our classes like games like Game K or like Look It. Like really fun because like it's also competitive too.
My favorite part of Spanish class, you're going to hear this a lot, is the games. We're a competitive group of people. There's rewards built into it too, there's candy involved, and you actually do learn vocabulary by the repetitive practice of playing.
My favorite part is definitely just the conversation that we have going around and talking, and just kind of being able to start thinking in Spanish.
Not a lot of people think of taking Spanish all the way up to AP, but I personally really enjoyed it because your class is a lot smaller, and then it's just fun to actually like converse with people and see how much you know from middle school all the way up to what you learned before you was in high school.
I think you can use Spanish skills all the time outside of school. Talking to people, talking to family, really talking with your friends even to practice.
Instances where I'm with my family and we just like say certain words in Spanish just for fun because we know those words.
I think that studying another language is important because it allows you to connect with so many other people in other parts of the world instead of closing ourselves off to just the people who speak English, which is very limited.
Going on a Spanish trip, on a trip to Spain as like a class, some people, and I'm really excited to try to speak Spanish there.
Some Spanish-speaking countries I'd like to visit are Spain, because I've been learning Spanish for so long now and I want to actually experience Spain itself.
We are going to 5 cities in 10 days. I'm really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun with like all the people you're going to be around with, all the cultures and foods we're going to have.
As a senior at Holmdel High School, I've had experience with every Spanish teacher here, and it's been really great because the teachers are so passionate about what they do and they really make it a priority to help their students learn.
When I was in 8th grade, I had a very good experience taking Spanish. Shout out to Miss Villicrez. It is a better option to be consistent with the language you've taken before.
And each of them kind of helped me take another step to become more advanced in Spanish.